Hello, thanks for joining. ReeRee the Yogi here. That's 1R, 2 E's, 2 times. And this is going to be a very basic yoga video just to help you get started. We're going to be going over some seated poses and some twists. We want to first start concentrating on our breath. So we're going to take some very deep inhales through our nose, and we're going to release them very slowly through our nose as well. So inhale through your nose, exhale through your nose. The first pose that we're going to look at today is called the staff pose. You're going to sit with your legs straight out in front of you, your palms firmly planted at either side of your hips. You want to make sure that your back is straight, your shoulders are relaxed and down away from your ears, and that your spine is elongated. Again, here we want to work on our breath. Nice deep inhales and exhale through the nostrils as well. This pose helps to improve your posture, stretches your legs out, and is really good for stretching out your spine and giving that back some extra strength. The next pose we're going to take a look at is called easy pose. This is just a simple seated position with your legs crossed in front of you. You can let your hands fall where they feel most comfortable for your body today. That is just fine. Again, working on our breath, making sure your back is straight, your shoulders are down away from your ears. And this pose helps to stretch out your hips, your back, and is a very calming pose, often used in meditation. Inhale, exhale through your nose. The next pose we're going to take a look at is called cow face. So we're going to cross our legs at the knees if your body is able to do so today. We're going to raise our right hand, bend that elbow behind your head, take the left hand from the bottom from the other side, and see if you can get your fingers to touch behind your back. This is also a good time to loosen up your face, your jawline. Make sure that your tongue is not stressing and pressed up against the roof of your mouth. And also don't forget our deep breaths. In through your nose, out through your nose. You can release out of this pose slowly, one arm at a time. I'm going to turn around so that you can see this from the other side, from the back. So again, we're going to cross our legs, the opposite leg on top. Take the opposite arm, put it on top. Bring the other arm from the bottom to meet it. If you can clasp your fingers, that is just fine. If not, just bring them as close together as you can. Again, don't forget to work on your breath. Inhale deeply through your nose and exhale through your nose. This is a good stretch for your shoulders and your triceps and your chest, and also with the legs crossed. It's a nice hip and thigh stretch. Now we're going to take a look at Sage's pose. You're going to take your right foot and place it on the outside of your left knee. You're going to gently twist your body, placing your right hand behind you, and you're going to bring that left elbow to the inside and the top of your knee. And you're going to gently twist in this pose. As you're breathing, remember breathing in through your nose, out through your nose. See if you can extend that stretch a little bit when you're exhaling. We're going to slowly release and do the same thing on the other side. Again, remember you're breathing in through the nose, out through the nose. And as you exhale, see if you can deepen that twist just a little bit. Nice breathing. Inhale through the nose, exhale through the nose. Now this pose that we're going into now is called the bound angle or the cobbler pose. You're going to sit with your legs out in front of you, the bottoms of your feet pressed together, letting your knees fall outward as comfortable as possible for your body today. And don't forget your breathing. I like to do a couple of neck rolls in this position. I find this position very calming. And this is another pose that you can also use for meditation. This is also a good stretch for your groin and your thighs. So now we're going to do a head to knee forward bend. So sit with your legs out in front of you. Bring one leg in to where the bottom of your foot is pressing against your inner thigh. And we are going to gently bend forward at the hips. If you can reach your feet, that's just fine. If not, just go as far as your body allows you to today. And remember, we are inhaling still through our nose and out through our nose. And with every exhale, see if you can sink just a little deeper. Now we're going to release that leg and bring the other leg in with your foot touching the inside of your thigh. And again, we're going to bend forward, reaching for our foot, folding as deep as we possibly can, and focusing on that breath. Inhaling deeply through your nose and exhaling deeply through your nose. And then just sink into that with each exhale if your body allows you to go deeper. We're going to gently release ourselves up. Release that leg out. I'm going to turn sideways so that you can see me fully. And we are going to do a revolving head to knee. So this is basically taking your right arm, laying it gently out by your knee, and bringing your left arm up and over and stretching out that side. This is a good stretch for your shoulders, your spine, and because of the way your legs are positioned, it's also a very good stretch for your hamstrings. So we'll gently release and do the same thing on the other side. Keeping that bottom arm close to the leg, bringing the top across and over. If you can touch your toes, that's great. If not, just go as far as your body allows you to today. And remember your breathing. Inhale through the nose, out, exhale through the nose. Now this pose is called a hero pose. We are basically on our knees with our feet under our buttocks. This is a good stretch for your knees and your hamstrings. There's a view for you from the side. Remember to keep your back straight. Your shoulders are relaxed and down away from your ears. And focus on that breath again. Inhale through the nose, exhaling through the nose. And we're going to come to a seated position here. We're going to open our knees up just a little bit and fold forward into what we call child's pose. Now this is a resting pose. You can take this pose whenever you need to. This just reduces the stress in your body. It helps relieve anxiety. It can help with lower back pain. And it's a good stretch out for your ankles, your back, and your hips. And remember, we are breathing in through the nose and exhale through the nose. We want to keep that heat in your body. These are all warm-up positions, so we are trying to keep the heat in our body to warm up. Now you can gently lift your head, bringing your gaze straight out in front of you, and then slowly start to pull yourself up back into a seated position. And we are going to come forward again with our legs angled out. And we are going to do a wide angle seated forward bend. So basically just kind of let your body fall forward as comfortable as possible. And remember, while we're exhaling, see if you can sink a little deeper into the pose while you're exhaling. Again, focusing on your breath, inhaling through your nose and exhaling through your nose. If you want a little extra stretch, you can flex your feet so that your toes are pointed up toward the ceiling or the sky. And you can gently bring yourself up to release yourself out of this pose. Now we're going to take a position and lay back on our backs and bring our knees into our chest. This is another resting pose. I like to kind of circle my ankles here. But this pose helps to aid your digestion. It can help in relieving lower back pain. And it's just a good point to let your body relax. With this variation, I'm dropping one leg while holding the other leg into the chest. Again, I am still inhaling and exhaling through my nose. I'm going to bring the leg up and switch, drop the other leg. Again, don't forget to focus on your breathing. Deep inhales and slow, easy exhales through your nose. And we're going to bring both knees back into the chest again. Now we're going to do a reclining twist. So lay your arms out into a T formation and gently let your knees fall to the right side. For a little extra twist, you can bring that head over facing toward the left hand and allow that gaze to go out toward that hand. Remember your breathing, deep inhales, slow exhales. On your next inhale, we're going to bring our legs up and exhale them to the other side. And gently rotate your head to face the other side, gazing out over that hand. This is a great twist for your spine and also helps you with digestion. We're going to inhale our legs up, and we're going to do our knees to chest again, taking a little break. You can gently rock if you want to give your lower back a gentle massage. You can do some small circles, whatever feels comfortable. You can do nothing, just stay with your knees to your chest. That's perfectly fine. So we're going to straighten our legs out, and we're going to do a reclining big toe. So lift either leg, doesn't matter, and bring that hand up to meet your toes if you can. If your body's not able to do that today, just bring them as close together as you can. Now you can do this with either hand. You can do it on the same side as the leg. I like to do it with the opposite hand to give myself a little extra twist. You don't have to do that. That's just my choice. And again, if you can touch your toes, that's great. If not, just bring them as close together as you can do comfortably. Remember, allow your body to do what it's able to do today. And one more time, we're going to bring our knees into our chest. We're going to take a nice, big, deep inhale. And now I want you to exhale that one out through your mouth. Just let it go. And now we're going to come into what is called our corpse pose or Shavasana. This is the deep relaxation phase that you do at the end of just about every yoga class for a few minutes. It's very calming. It lets you bring awareness to your body and all of the poses that you've just completed. It is definitely a way to just mellow out and just appreciate the work that you've just done. You can start to relax your body and focus less on your breath. We're going to slowly roll over to the fetal position just for a couple of seconds so we can acclimate our body before we sit up. And to press yourself up, you're going to take your top arm, press that into the floor, use your bottom arm for a little bit more leverage, and just bring yourself back up into a seated position. I hope you found this helpful. Namaste. And until we see each other again.